I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State government has launched the final phase of its Pathway to Malaria Pre-Elimination and Digitalization initiative, aimed at protecting residents and enabling them to contribute effectively to the state's socio-economic growth and gross domestic product (GDP). Speaking at the unveiling event in Victoria Island, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu emphasized the importance of testing before treatment as a critical step in malaria control. The initiative is funded by the Impact Project, an initiative of the federal government, and is designed to harness digital innovation, strengthen data transparency, and enhance public-private collaboration to combat malaria. Governor Sanwo-Olu commended key partners including the World Bank, World Health Organization, WHO, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, and other healthcare stakeholders for their support in driving this groundbreaking project.
So, though ambitious, I believe it's achievable because, therefore, all of us, government agencies, healthcare practitioners, healthcare providers, community leaders, development partners, and indeed all citizens, to work together with an unwavering resolve. Success will not come overnight, but will be sustained effort and collaborative action we will bring.
Commissioner for Health Akian Bayomi stated that the state is leveraging technology to improve malaria diagnosis, reporting, and case management. Abayomi said this approach ensures structured pathways for handling malaria-negative fevers, promoting the judicious use of anti-malaria drugs and antibiotics, and ultimately improving patient outcomes. On his part, Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Ali Pate, who was represented by Minister of State for Health, Isiaq Salako, praised Lagos for its pioneering effort in malaria elimination and urged stakeholders to sustain their commitment to achieve this goal.
The ministry is taking these steps in order to reverse the undesirable trend of being the highest body malaria endemic country globally, accounting for 27% and 31% of cases and deaths respectively. I am confident that the Lagos State possesses the needed attributes that can help drive Nigeria to malaria elimination through such case-setting initiatives like this program.
During the event, the governor announced the appointment of the Executive Secretary of the Health Facilities Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, Abiola Idowu, as a permanent secretary. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has executed a swift and strategic intervention to forestall a looming disaster after a fully laden tanker transporting petrol overturned, spilling its cargo across the main carriageway of the Oshodi Expressway. Directly opposite Trem Church, LASMA General Manager Olalekan Bakarioki noted that operatives promptly cordoned off the accident scene, neutralizing any potential escalation, particularly the perilous prospect of fuel scooping by unauthorized individuals. He said the agency immediately escalated the situation to the Lagos State Fire Service, whose emergency response teams arrived expeditiously to mitigate the hazardous spill. The general manager urged members of the public, especially motorists, to promptly report any road-related emergencies to the agency via its toll-free hotline 0800 0052 7862 for immediate intervention. The Lagos State Ministry of Transportation has suspended the e-collab system in the Lekki-Epe corridor based on the request of union leaders. In a statement, the Ministry of Transportation said it is suspending the e-collab to allow the Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, and Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO, to have further engagement with their members. The union leaders promised to ensure parking compliance by their members, while the ministry will enforce in the event of violation of the promise. The meeting was attended by the Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiemi, Permanent Secretary Olawale Musa, union leaders of NUPENG, IPMAN, and NATO. All parties agreed with the importance of the e-collab system as the best solution for managing truck movement along the Lekki-Epe corridor. Lagos State government has emphasized the importance of collaboration and data-driven governance in achieving the sustainable development goals aimed at creating a sustainable world by 2030. The special advisor to the governor on SDGs, Oreoluwa Fini, stated this as Lagos plays host to the Southwest Regional Consultation on Nigeria's 2025 Voluntary National Review, VNR, on sustainable development was the theme, advancing sustainable inclusive science and evidence-based solutions for 2030 agenda for sustainable development and the 8 sustainable development goals for leaving no one behind. Fini highlighted the significance of the 2025 VNR as a crucial milestone in the journey towards the 2030 agenda and the need for multi-stakeholder involvement in driving sustainable development at both national and sub-national levels.
With its high population and economic viability, Lagos State has consistently been a driving force in achieving the SDGs, leveraging evidence-based decision-making to drive impact. The Lagos State Voluntary Local Review conducted in 2023 is a testament to this commitment. The state policies have been more in line with international development targets. The theme's agenda is an SDG agenda.
In her keynote address, Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs, Adejoke Oreoluwa Adefolere, explained that Nigeria has presented 2 VNRs in 2017 and 2020, with plans in place to present the 3rd one this year, along with 38 other countries. Hence, the need to consult widely with key stakeholders across the key segment of the society. Oreoluwa Adefolere, who was represented by her senior technical advisor, Bala Yunusa, said the consultation will review Nigeria SDGs Progress Report of 2024 through the lenses of institutional frameworks, progress on the 17 SDGs, lessons learned, implementation challenges, and key recommendations.
Following this flag off in Lagos, a series of consultations will take place in Uyo for the South-South, Enugu for the Southeast, Gombe for the Northeast, Kaduna for the Northwest, and Abuja, FCT, for the North Central. We will conclude by hosting a national validation workshop in Abuja. Incidentally, this year's voluntary national review is coming at a time world leaders adopted the Pact for the Future during the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly.
Participants drawn from Lagos, Ogun, Osun, Ondo, Oyo, and Ekiti State underscored the importance of such engagement to enable stakeholders stay updated on the implementation and progress of the SDGs ahead of the 2030 target.
A lot of things we have been doing since, the center was set up about 2 years ago in 2022, to move forward the implementation of the SDG in Nigeria. We have done a lot of things. For example, we've had 2 conferences the last 2 years.
There is no way we can under-capture the importance and relevance of stakeholders' engagement. If we're going to have a robust voluntary national review that will be presenting the interest of the Nigerians, it is essential that we do such a consultation forum that we're having right now. It will take into account all critical stakeholders to know the area of challenges, what they have done, and how to adequately present the country globally.
Those were stakeholders at the Southwest Regional Consultation on Nigeria's 2025 Voluntary National Review, VNR, on sustainable development. The Lagos Environmental Sanitation Corps, popularly known as KAI, has apprehended 6 suspected vendors for engaging in the illegal sales of sachet, alcohol, and aphrodisiacs in traffic around the Yano-Isolo-Lasamaja axis of the state. Corps Marshal of the agency, Olani Yuko, said this action became necessary after complaints from motorists about how vendors engaged in the illegal sales of sachet, alcohol, liquor, and aphrodisiacs, among others, in traffic, which can contribute to the high rate of accident via drunk driving and passenger-induced chaos. Cole decried the alarming scourge of drunk driving among Lagos drivers, which has been researched as a leading and contributory factor to the spate of motor accidents within and outside the state. He commended the arrest of these defaulters, warning that the trend of hawking alcohol in traffic must be discouraged, as the agency will exhaust all lawful options to bring perpetrators to book. The court martial also sounded a note of warning to street traders, hawkers, and building contractors on the habit of stacking sand on the road, just as he cautioned public and private buildings to have a valid waste collection contract and patronize approved PSP operators in the state. And that's it on the state news at 7. But just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluwoporoku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.